this man, well, I mean, just look at what he's done to me, and you've been around to see it. And not just me, but anybody who asked questions or stuck up for the truth or caught him in his own lies and called him on it, or even people who lied, who was part of his Gang Up on Christie team, who have now turned away and said, screw you. I mean, that says something in itself. And I didn't have to do what he did. I didn't have to call the news or send out press releases or make up lies. I have had to defend myself in numerous court cases to 5 different agencies multiple times. I've had things like that. I've had death threats. Other people that have supported me have also had anonymous death threats. And I just don't think that those characteristics are, you know, typical of a leader. Now, and the whole situation with that is we, the people who claim to be Minutemen here in San Diego at one time, voted to have an organization, to make it a real organization, but he chose to keep it an email list where he was in control of everything. So that he could basically take credit for all of us peons' work. That, oh gosh, I think Russ has everything on tianews.com, and you'll see a Christie link somewhere. Go to truthbrigade.org and then email me, and then I'll send you all the links of anything you want to see. It's important, it really is. I mean, a lot of people want to say, oh, how dare you make that video of Jeff in a bikini? Oh, really? How dare me? How dare he send out naked, hello, naked, completely buck naked pictures to his list? How dare he? How is all that justified? How is beating a woman justified? Lying about it, lying to a judge, trying to put me in a canyon that he was at on a day that a crime occurred while I was clearly out of town, trying to get my children taken away, calling my family, calling my friends, calling anybody who knows me, sending people down to the border just to make sure that they get to people without email. All of that's okay, but God forbid, 3 months later, Christie made a video. It was funny! Jeez, I deserve to laugh! It was funny! He has a Marine tattoo and he's wearing a frickin' bikini! To my humps! You know, that is funny. And you know what, for the rest of you really, you know what, now that I have the opportunity, any of you who want to condemn me, you need to look at the frickin' facts and walk one day in my shoes and see with your own eyes what he really is doing. Not the emails he's sending to you. What he's sending to you is 180 degrees opposite of what he's sending to me and everyone else at the exact same time. Oh wow. Well, I would say that that's pretty normal. So I grew up on the border and I had no idea. It's just truly mind-boggling what you will see. And, you know, I've worked basically everything from the coast, you know, out to South Texas, and well, okay, we have Texas, how many miles of that with no border and people swimming or even walking across? It's the Rio Grande is not a river all the time. People drive across. It's just,
it's a little stream.
Yeah, and even, you know, in its greatest parts, it's just an inner tube away. In fact, those pictures I have from, these were Eagle Pass. It was so funny. There was this trash can sitting right there with a "thank you for not littering" sign and 2 inner tubes sitting right next to the trash can. And, you know, the Rio Grande there is just covered in trash. So I thought it was really nice of those illegals to actually put the inner tubes over next to the trash can. I thought that was cute. But it's not that. It's not, I mean, people have this preconceived notion that they're all just good people looking for a better life. And I used to believe that too. In fact, all of my volunteer work before, you know, the Minutemen movement was, well, for Head Start, Sorensen Multicultural Center, you know, all of these places and institutions that catered to illegals. I wasn't thinking that at the time, and it really didn't matter because it was just helping people. And you know, my mom started us going really young to Mexico, and we would go to people where, you know, they live in cardboard boxes, just like in the canyons, well, worse than even in the canyons here. I mean, there are nice people, don't get me wrong, crossing the border, but it's the drug cartels. They own the border. And the drug cartel, you know, they're the ones that drug smugglers are trafficking the people, you know, too. And they'll send one group over here, and then they'll get caught, or you know, create a scene over here, and then they send the other people through, you know, right under your noses. And the Border Patrol is so undermanned. I mean, these guys have the most difficult job in the world. And, you know, they have their boss telling them they can't do it, and then the president and Johnny Sutton et al., you know, telling them that if you do your job, you're going to jail. And it's like, the morale, I mean, I just feel for these people so bad. You know, you have to see it with your own eyes, which is why I made a little introduction to a couple parts of the border videos. And, you know, I didn't have a camera all the times I've been on the border, but I'm trying to make up for lost time and show other people, because unless you see it with your own eyes, even living on it, you can see the border out my front window. It's, you know, it's right there. But until you see, and you're in the desert and out there and watching this stuff go on, you have no idea. And it's just a cat and mouse game, you know, the illegals or the pointers, they'll play with the Border Patrol over here. And if you have one agent every 20 miles, and you know, even in the hairy parts, sometimes we'll go hours without seeing an agent, and you drive by and there's 300 empty cars at every station, and then you go through the checkpoint and they're closed. Oh, too sunny today. Oh, too misty today. You know, there's always a reason why. And it's just really sad. It just all boils down to the fact that our president doesn't want the border secure. We have the power. We have, you know, and there's plenty of people willing to do it, but I don't know. It's just, you just have to watch the videos or come down and spend a day with us. We're not racist vigilante gun-toting people going around to shoot people. I mean, that's just,
yeehaw.
Exactly, yeehaw. That's funny. We're all just normal people, you know, teachers, lawyers, professors, single moms, retired, military, just students, college students, bus drivers. We're just normal people from all walks of life.
Big happy
just
family.
See the need for the border, you know, security. I mean, my goodness, how many more terrorist attacks do we have to have? Or how many, you know, look at the Department of Homeland Security or Department of Justice website, and you will see catch and release program, over 46,000 people last year alone, known terrorist states. I mean, come on. Are you like trying to kill us? I don't get it. It's nuts. It's just nuts. And I mean,